باوکانی عزیز و قوتابیانی خۆشەویستی خوێندنگەی مارگرێت هیوای تەندروستێکی باش بۆ هەمووتانە خوازم و هیوادارم کە دوور بن لەم بەتایی کە ئێستا لە ئارادایەکەش بەتای کۆرۆناڤایرۆس و واسەرجەم ڕێنمایە تەندروستیەکان باشی جێبەجێ بکەن. من مامۆستا ئاشنام لە خوێندنگەی مارگرێتەوە بەهۆی ئەوەی کە ئێستا دەرێ قوتابخانەکان داخراون و خوێندکارەکانمان ناتوانن بەداخەوە کە وانەکانیان بە شێوەیەکی ئەکادیمی لە ناو قوتابخانەکاندا بخوێنن. هەر بۆی بە باشمان زانی ئەگەر ئێمە بە شێوازێکی تەنانەت سادە و ساکاریش بێ بتوانین خوێندنگەکان بگوازن ناو ماڵەکانی خۆمان. بۆی بڕیارمان دەوە کە خوێندنگەی مارگرێت بە پێی توانای خۆمان ئەو بەشەوانانەی کە ماون کە خوێندکارەکان نەیانتوانی بەداخەوە لە قوتابخانە بیخوێنن ئەمە لێرەوە بەردەوامی پێبین و بیان خوێنین. من وەکو ئەوی کە قۆناغی 3 و 4 ئەڵێمەوە بەداخەوە ئێمە کۆتاوانەمان لە قوتابخانە کە خوێندمان لە سێکشنی 9 واتە سێکشنیان ئێمە تەواوەتی کۆمپلیتلی تەواو کردووە. بۆیە ئەمڕۆ لە سێکشنی 10ەوە دەست پێ ئەەکەین واتە سێکشنی دا یاخود یونیتی دا. بۆیە هیوادارم ئێوەش هاوشان بن لەگەڵ قوتابیەکانتانە کە ڕێنمایان کە کتێب و دەفتەر و پێداویستەکانی خوێندنیان بێنە بەردەستی خۆیان و لەگەڵ سێرکردنی ئەم ڤیدیۆی منە بتوان هەنگاوەکان ستێپ بای ستێپ لەگەڵ منە بێن و وانەکە بە باشی پێکەوە بخوێنین. خوێندکارانی عزیز و خۆشەویست. My lovely student, I wish to take out your book, especially we need class book first and we need word book as well. But now for this lesson we don't need a grammar book. It means that right now we are not going to study on the grammar book. So as you see, as usual, we have a new unit which is unit 10. Each unit contains some lessons. Each lesson contains some information about English language. So here we have unit 10 as I wrote on the board, and these group of words they're about a place, or when you want to go to a park, or when you want to visit a park with your families, you can see the things in the park. So the title for this word or for these words is in the park. I wish you to take out your notebook and write with me unit 10 in the park in the middle of your page, and you have to write down in the park and then come down, write down lesson 1, okay, in this way, or you can write down words. So we are going to study each one together. So the first word we have path. And write down path. Okay, we have path. What's important here is you have to do, or you have to follow these steps when you want to learn a new vocabulary in English language or in other language. The first thing, you have to learn the pronunciation of the word. It means how can you read the word? How can you read the word? It's path. Second, or next, you have to know the meaning of the word. It means that this word, what does it mean? For example, path here, it means way. When you want to go to a park, you have to cross a way or a path. In Kurdish, it means rega. So the third or next, you have to learn how can you write this word. It means you have to learn the spelling of this word. So how can you write this word? It contains these letters. P, E, T, H. Or it means you have to say P, A, path. The path. It will be path. Fourth and finally, which is a much important point, you have to put the word into a sentence. What does it mean? That it means that you have to learn how can you use this word in your daily language, in your daily speaking. It doesn't need to put the word into a difficult or a very long sentence like a story. Just you can put the word into a simple and easy sentence. For example, I wrote a sentence for each word. I would like to write down my own sentence for you, then I'll skip a space for you to write down your own sentences. If you can, I'm sure that you can. I trust my students. So, path. As usual, you have to write path. You have to repeat this word till the middle of your page. You know what I mean. Till here, you must write down path, 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 path to learn to get the spelling in a very good way. So I have two sentences. I'm going to write down my own sentence. Sorry, my own sentence. Then I will skip this space to add your own sentences. My sentence for path is there is a cat on the path. And you have to put a full stop and you have to underline this word. And let me tell you something more. What I want to tell you is you have to know the form for the word. Path, it's not a verb, it's not an adjective, it's not an adverb, it's a noun. So you have to write down and. It means this word is noun, it's not a verb. So my sentence is there is a cat on the path. You have to bring a lot of sentences to write down it in the next space. For example, you can see I cross the path with my family. I would like to go to Azadi Park and I'll cross the path. There's something on the path. I don't like to cross this path. We have a lot of sentences. So I'll skip this space for you to write down your sentences as I did and underline the word like me. So because if you see, I have a small whiteboard, I don't have a big one like school. So I would like to erase this to see it very well. So I'm going to write, to delete this word, path. Then there is a cat on the path. And we will move to study next word. The next word, what we have is grass. Grass. Also, grass is a noun. It means it's not a verb or an adjective or an adverb. Grass is something which comes out from the ground. You see, when you want to go to a park, there's, especially because now it's spring, so the ground is covered by grass. Okay, you know what I mean, grass. In Kurdish, we will say gia. So you have to do what we did before, you know, and this is my sentence and this is your sentence. So I would like to write down this sentence. The cow likes to eat the grass. The cow likes to eat the grass. And also you have to underline the word grass. Sorry. That's it. So I skip this space for you to add your sentence. But let me explain something for you. Why I put this S to the word like? Because if you remember, we talked about present simple. If the subject was he, she, it, you have to add S to the verb. And which word is the main verb in this sentence? Of course, like. So you have to say the cow like. It means it likes to eat the grass. Something like that. So grass, I'd like to repeat the word to get the pronunciation very well. Grass. The cow likes to eat the grass. You can say, I would like to sit on the grass, or the grass is green, or I lost my pen in the grass, or I never pick up the grass. By the way, I would like to advise you, never ever don't try to pick up grass or flowers. That's the second word. So let me move to third word. Okay. The third word on the book, we have flowers. Flowers. Flower is a singular noun, but flowers, when you add this L, it will be plural noun. So also flower is noun, is not a verb. Okay? So that's why we can add this S, because actually you can add plural S only to the nouns. You can't add it to the verbs or adjectives, something like that. What we call to this S? Plural S. So for flower, I'm going to write down these two sentences. My own sentence is, I wrote, my mom gave me 2 red flowers. So because the word is plural, I would like to put it into a sentence in a plural way. So my mom gave me, by the way, gave is the main verb and the past of the verb, or it's the past form of the verb give. So give, gave. My mom gave me 2 red flowers. Okay, you have to underline the word flowers. Why I said flowers? Because I have number 2. If I say my mom gave me a flower or my mom gave me 1 flower, it doesn't need to add this s, but because we have number 2 and you know number 2 is plural number, so you have to say red flowers. So flower, flowers, it's a noun. My mom gave me 2 red flowers. You can write down I like to smell flowers, or the flowers are very nice. I would like to buy some flowers. My mom bought me some flowers. You can add a lot of sentences that you like. So there's the 3rd word. The 4th one. Let me read the word. I wish to get it easily because actually it's easy sentence, easy lesson. And I'm sure about that. Most of the students they know these words because there's not much more new. So, next word we have been. We have been. Or you can say we have cancelled. Also, been, it means something like that. It's like how can I tell you? It's like a basket you can put the trash or the litters in. And every day when you walk on the street, you can see the bin. So I'll advise you never ever don't throw anything on the ground. You have to pick it up and put it to the bin. Bin also is a noun, it's not a verb, it's something that you can't touch it. So for bin, I wrote, we have to empty the bin because it's full. So instead of drawing these stars, you can write down number 1, 2, or A and B. And actually, I know that most of my students like to draw the picture for the word. It will be better if you can write down the picture because I don't have enough time. I don't want to make the record to be much more longer, so I don't draw the picture for the words. So I have to empty the bin. I think that's enough. Or you can say because it's full. Okay? You have to underline bin. I have to empty the bin because it's full. It means that when you have a bin and you put a lot of trash on it and it will be full, you have to throw out and make it empty. So bin, I have to empty the bin because it's full. It's very easy. So now, let me read this one as well. Next word, we have trees. Tree or trees. Sorry, let me put it there. Tree is a singular word. When you add as, it will be plural. Trees also is a noun, or you can say it's a plural noun. You know what does mean tree? Or let me draw the picture for you. Tree, it means something like that. You can find it everywhere, especially in the forests. You can find a lot of trees: apple tree, banana tree, something like that. So trees. As I told you, tree is without it, it's a singular noun, but with it, it will be a plural noun. My sentence for this word is, I saw, as usual, you have to write down till the middle of your page because it's our style for learning. So, I saw some, by the way, so it's the past form of the verb see. So it means that see, I will be so. Like give, it will be gave. It means something happened in the past. So I saw some birds on the trees. It's easy sentence. Or you can say there are a lot of trees in the park, or I can see a lot of trees in the forests, something like that. So I saw some birds on the trees. You have to underline this word. Or maybe actually most of the students like to highlight it. You can You can highlight it, you can underline it, you can draw a center around it. It means that we put this word into this sentence. That's what we are going to mention about the word. That's it. So tree, trees, trees is a plural. I saw some birds on the trees. So let me write this as well. I wish to write down with me. And don't forget to add your own sentences, because it's very, very good way to learn the vocabularies. It will be like a homework, and at the same time, and it will be like practicing more and more. So next word we have playground, the play that you like to go there. So playground. Okay. Playground also is a noun, it's a place, it's not a verb. If you remove ground, play, it will be verb. But it's a compound noun. If you remember, we talked about compound noun. Play is a verb, ground is a noun, so together it will be a compound noun. So it's also a noun. Playground is a place. When you want to go to a park, you can see. And actually, in front of your flats in the cities, you can find out playground. And the children, they like to play there. So my sentence for this word, I wrote, there's a big swing in the playground. There is a big swing in the playground. I know that you know what this means. Swing, it means Jolana. And playground, it means so there's a big swing in the playground. The word was playground, it was a compound noun, as I told you. So I wrote this sentence, and I like you, or I want you to add your own sentences. You can add a lot of sentences. You can say, I like to play in the playground. I like to play with my friends in the playground. Mom, just let me go to the playground, please. Or I never hurt my friends when I play them in the playground. You can add a lot of sentences as usual. So that's it. You know the way. After that, we have fountain. Fountain. Fountain also is a noun. Fountain is something that you can find out in the parks or in the playground sometimes. It's something like a tap, you know what's in tap, which is water comes out from it. Okay? Water comes out from it. If you look at your book carefully, you can see or you can hear what does mean fountain. It's something like that, fountain. I'm sure that you saw it. So you have to write down to the middle of the page. Then I'm going to write down my sentence. For the fountain word, for this word I wrote, oh, I lost my earring in the fountain. Or I lost my earring in the fountain. You have to put a full stop because it's a full sentence, and you have to underline or highlight or draw something around this word. Or you can write down this word by your pen. I know that you love to write down by pen, and I have a lot of colorful pens. So that's it. Fountain, I lost my earring in the fountain. Or you can say, I like to take a photo next to the fountain with my friend. Or you can say, the fountain surrounded by flower. Or I never play in the fountain because it's water. Or actually, you can play in the water, especially in the fountain. So I lost my earring in the fountain. I know that you know what is the earring. Earring, it means water. Okay? That's it. So next word. Ouch, it's last word. The last word we have litter. Litter, you can say it means trash as well. And also it's a noun. Litter and trash, they are synonym of each other. It means they have the same meaning. They are equal to each other. You can say litter or you can say trash. Both of them, it means kolu khashak, you know. So I wrote the sentence. We must pick up the litter and put it in the bin. So I think I skipped 2 spaces, so I didn't do that. So I wrote, we must pick up the litter and put it, we must pick up the litter and put it in the bin. You see, also the word bin is repeated because all of these words, they have a connection between them. There's a connection between them because you can see all of them in a place, which is in the park. That's why you can put 2 or you can combine 2 words or 3 words together in a sentence because there's a relationship between them, as I told you. So we must pick up the litter and put it in the bin. So the word that we put it into the sentence, which is litter, and you can underline bin. Sorry, I forgot to put a full stop. You have to put a full stop as usual. So litter and bin, it is our lesson, which is we learned today. It's about the words which is in the form that you have, or you can see them. So litter, it means trash. They are synonyms, as I told you, and both of them are nouns. Sorry. So we must pick up the litter and put it in the bin, and I hope to do that. Never ever try to throw the trash or the litter to the ground, okay, especially the paper, something like when you eat your chips, your sweets, and don't throw the paper on the ground. You have to pick it up and put it to the bin because you must keep environment. You see, nowadays coronavirus, it can kill a lot of people because it's something like it's dirty. So you have to, because our environment is polluted, so never ever try to pollute your environment, and you have to keep and save environment, because when you save your environment, it means that you save your health, and you will stay healthy as usual for a long time. That's it. Okay, so I would like now to read the words again for you to get the pronunciation. So the words that we learned today, there are path, grass, flowers, bin, trees. It doesn't just say tree, it's not tree, it's tree. Trees, playground, fountain, and litter. Litter, as I told you, it means trash. Because I know most of the people, they are familiar with this word, not this word. So, these are the words. So, now we have a story. As usual, what we did when we were at school, we read first we are going to listen to the CD or to the audio to get the pronunciation for this story. Then, at home, you can act this story with your family members. How? For example, maybe your mom can be Amy, your dad can be Max. So each one take a characters, and he will be or she will be a character, and you can practice, you can act it together, and you can read the speech. Now I'm going to play the CD to listen to the story. I'm sorry because I can't show you. There's not a data show because it's just in my room. So I'm so sorry about that. So you can listen, you can listen to the story. And I wish if you have a computer like me at home, and all of you have got a CD with this book, with the Family Friends book. So I wish to put your CD to your computer and play this CD to watch and to listen to the stories and to the audios as well. So
catch the ball, Max.
Sorry. You have to bring your book and listen, and then look at your book as well to get the story.
This is a beautiful park.
Yes, it is. I love it here.
Oh, look at the flowers.
Holly, you mustn't pick the flowers.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at the little trees.
You mustn't walk on the grass here, Holly. You must walk on the path.
Oh, okay.
Holly, let's play with this board. No, you mustn't play here.
Well, let's go to the playground. We can play there. Catch the ball, Max. Oh, Max, you mustn't play in the fountain.
You see, they're very
Very
happy.
funny.
So, I wish to listen to the story. So I would like to read again for you. Okay, and at home, as I told you, you can act it with your family. So, picture 1. Amy said, "This is a beautiful park." "Yes, it's. I love it here." "Oh, look at the flowers." "Holly, you mustn't pick the flowers, as I told you." So Holly said, "Oh, okay." Picture 2. Holly said, "Oh, look at the little trees." "You mustn't walk on the grass here." "Holly, you must walk on the path." "Oh, okay." Picture 3. Amy said, "Holly, let's play with this ball." "No, you mustn't play here." Amy said, "Well, let's go to the playground. We can play there." Catch the ball. Max, you know what it means, catch? It's a verb when somebody throws something to you, especially the ball, and you can catch it. It means get now, it's a verb. Picture 4 and the last one. Holly is speaking now, or Holly is the speaker. Holly said, "Oh, Max, you mustn't play in the fountain, as I told you, because fountain is not a place to play in it. You can just only take a photo next to it." So Max said, "Haha, very funny." So it was the story, my lovely pupils or my lovely students. So we finished lesson 1, which contains the vocabularies, and we did everyone one by one, and we practiced on the story. So now we will move to lesson 2. But lesson 2 is about grammar, and I see, and as you know, it needs a lot of time to explain the subject. So we are going to share it to you. So now you have to move to page, sorry, I forgot to write down the number of the page, which is page 74. So you have to skip page 75 and move to page 76. 76, it contains the song. If you see, it's contains the song. So now you have to do with the song. First, I'm going to play the audio to listen to the song, and as I told you, I wish to get the CD and play it at home. So, as usual, as we did previously, you have to take out your notebook. When you rewrite the words and when you finish to add your own sentences to the vocabularies, the next step, you have to rewrite this song. Please, my lovely students, you must rewrite this song on page 76. So it will be like a homework for you. So now we are going to listen to the song together.
But we must walk on the path. Listening 94. Listen and sing. You must come to the park.
You must come to the park. This is the title of the song.
We must come to the park so we can have some fun. We must come to the park today and play games in the sun. But we must walk on the path, and we mustn't climb the trees. We must put litter in the bin. Let's keep the park clean, please. But we must be very good, and we mustn't pick the flowers. But we can have a lot of fun and play for hours and hours.
So So about this song, as usual, I would like to read it for you fastly. So the title is "You Must Come to the Park." In the park, you must come to the park. Oh, you must come to the park so we can have some fun. You must come to the park today and play games in the sun. Oh, we must walk on the path and we mustn't climb the trees. We must put litter in the bin. Let's keep the park clean, please. Oh, we must be very good and we mustn't pick the flowers, but we can have a lot of fun and play for hours and hours. So now we finished lesson 1 and we listened to this song. As I told you, you have to rewrite it. So I'm going to give you some homework that you have to do it with your parents. You have 2 homework. It's like 3. You have to rewrite the words and add your own sentences. Then you must rewrite the song on your notebook. I am sure that you know, but I would like to repeat it to get it. And the 3rd homework, so let me write down home words. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, you have to add your sentences. Then rewrite the song. Okay? And the 3rd homework, which is take out your workbook and move to page 74, which is unit 10 or section 10. You have to do this page. So page 74, you must do it. And thanks for watching this video if you see it. And I wish to follow my steps. I wish you to do your homeworks with your parents. And that's enough for today, my lovely pupils. And I wish you to stay at home to save yourself from coronavirus. And that's all. Have a nice time. Bye-bye.